Question. What civil code provisions relate to labor and labor contracts? Answer. Article 1700. The relations between capital and labor are not merely contractual. They are so impressed with public interest that labor contracts must yield to the common good. Article 1701. Neither capital nor labor shall act oppressively against the other, or impair the interest or convenience of the public. Article 1702. In case of doubt, all labor legislation and all labor contracts shall be construed in favor of the safety and decent living for the laborer. Article 1703. No contract which practically amounts to involuntary servitude, under any guise whatsoever, shall be valid. Article 1704. In collective bargaining, the labor union or members of the board or committee signing the contract shall be liable for non-fulfillment thereof. Article 1705. The laborer's wages shall be paid in legal currency. Article 1706. Withholding of the wages, except for a debt due, shall not be made by the employer. Article 1707. The laborer's wages shall be a lien on the goods manufactured or the work done. Article 1708. The laborer's wages shall not be subject to execution or attachment, except for debts incurred for food, shelter, clothing and medical attendance. Article 1709. The employer shall neither seize nor retain any tool or other articles belonging to the laborer. Article 1710. Dismissal of laborers shall be subject to the supervision of the government, under special laws. Article 1711. Owners of enterprises and other employers are obliged to pay compensation to laborers, workmen, mechanics or other employees in the following cases. For the death of or injuries that arose out of or in the course of employment, whether accidentally or entirely due to a fortuitous cause. For any illness or disease caused by such employment or as the result of the nature of the employment. If the mishap was due to the employee's own notorious negligence, or voluntary act, or drunkenness, the employer shall not be liable for compensation. When the employee's lack of due care contributed to his death or injury, the compensation shall be equitably reduced. Article 1712. If the death or injury is due to the negligence of a fellow worker, the latter and the employer shall be solidarily liable for compensation. If a fellow worker's intentional or malicious act is the only cause of the death or injury, the employer shall not be answerable, unless it should be shown that the latter did not exercise due diligence in the selection or supervision of the plaintiff's fellow worker.